Alright guys, so today I want to go ahead and take a look at all the important all-season dates for the Cincinnati Bengals that you want to go ahead and be following along with. And obviously I'll have updates on the channel as always for everything that comes out. But with that being said, these are all the updates of what's going to be happening starting next month. Because yes, next month is when we start talking about the off-season, Bengals, things are going to get crazy. So the first date we got to talk about is February 20th. February 20th is the clubs may designate franchise or transitional tags. This is most likely when we're going to either give T. Higgins a exclusive or non-exclusive franchise tag. Non-exclusive means a team, they give us 2 first-round picks, are allowed to talk and negotiate with T. Higgins. They can give him a contract, and we are able to either, 1, match that deal, or 2, let him go. But that said club needs to give us 2 first-round picks. One of the first-round picks needs to be in this year's draft. So we would get 2 first-round picks with T. He would leave. If no one offers on him, nobody wants him, or nobody wants to give us 2 first-round picks for him, then we would sign him for 1 year, $19 million. That's the non-exclusive tag. For the exclusive tag, it's a 1 year, $25 million. It means that no one else can touch him, only us. And we're able to work out a contract with him up until July, I believe it's 16th. So, and then after that, it's a 1 year deal, no matter what, fully guaranteed. February 27th through March 4th is the NFL Scouting Combine. This is when we're really going to start getting into draft players. We're going to start talking about, who the best prospects are for the Bengals, which guys could potentially be a first-round pick, which players would be a second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. When I start making my draft board, my mock drafts, all that kind of stuff. I know we do, mock drafts every single Monday, so that's kind of like, our typical pretty much right now. But this is, again, kind of that perspective that we're going to see. Again, February 27th to March 4th, that's the NFL Scouting Combine. March 5th. We have the deadline for clubs to designate franchise tags and transition players. Now, my guess is the first day of the process on the 20th, we're going to see, T. Higgins under franchise tag. Right? We're going to franchise tag him day 1. I'm not expecting us to delay that in any way, mainly because there's really no reason to do that. Like, we already have an idea of that we want T. Higgins to return. We want to work out a long-term contract with him. There is no reason to delay that in any way, because once you get done that, then you can put his number in the books of what he would be for 1 year, and then you can work and, go around with Jamar Chase, see how much money he wants, figure out that contract, figure out that deal, and then you can kind of move on from there, right? So that's going to be March 5th, which is the deadline of that, and yeah. March 13th is the start of the 2024 league year. It also is the start of free agency. This is when we're going to go through a multi-wave process and up to the draft of free agency, where you're going to see the first initial wave is everyone's getting signed, everyone's getting traded, everyone's going to new teams. It's exciting. Teams are going to be bringing in new guys, getting rid of old guys, and it's just a crazy time, right? Free agency is always crazy. I feel like last year was a crazy free agency we've had in the last couple of years, but free agency is always a wild time. April 15th, we have clubs with returning head coaches may begin off-season workout programs. And that's obviously April 15th is right before the NFL draft. And then we get into the NFL draft, which will be April 25th through April 27th. And this will be held in Detroit this year. So if Detroit wins the Super Bowl, this is more reasons why the NFL might be scripted. The NFL might be scripted if Detroit wins the Super Bowl, because this year's draft is held in Detroit. And it would be perfect because last year the NFL draft was held in Kansas City. They won the Super Bowl. Now it will be held in this area in Detroit. And now Detroit potentially could go win a Super Bowl. So there's a chance. Listen, there's a chance that it ends up being that the NFL is scripted and whoever wins or gets the draft ends up getting, that exact place for the draft. I mean, whoever wins the Super Bowl gets the draft, maybe. I mean, obviously they choose a draft way before the Super Bowl, who's going to be the draft every year. But still, potentially, it's all scripted, right? Anyway, though, so those are the important dates to kind of keep in mind. Again, like I said, the last important date would be, I believe, July 16th or July 22nd. I have a video on the channel about it. Of how long we have before T. Higgins, we have to sign him by. Right? We have to sign a multi-year contract. Because after a certain day, and let's say it is July 16th, I believe, after that certain day, you can't sign him to a multi-year contract. So you have from February 20th to July 16th to work out a multi-year contract with T. Higgins. After July 16th, done. He gets a 1-year contract, fully guaranteed, franchise tag, and you cannot work on a contract again until the following offseason. So that's why it's very important, through this next couple months after the franchise tag, get him under contract, get Chase under contract, figure that out, and just work on everything. Because if not, we're going to go in the year, he's going to have a $25 million contract, fully guaranteed, and we're going to have to figure things out the following offseason. But we'll have to wait and see how everything ends up going, where free agents come back, where free agents leave us, etc. Guys, tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. I'll see you guys next one.